You've learned some good moves in your time.
I've learned from the best.
Well, just bet you have.
Drop your pads. What? You heard me. What are you, some kind of a pervert?
Nobody shares donuts anymore.
I know, it's tough to divide the whole fairly.
Yeah.
What kind of an idiot you take me for?
First rate. It was a brisk Tuesday night in New York, and everything seemed right with the world. The Knicks had just nailed the Celtics at the buzzer by 1, so I decided to stretch my luck even further by taking a walk in Central Park.
Signal.
Very funny. I've got 2 guys chasing me.
I'll check it out. Stay here. Where'd she go?
I don't know.
You guys look lost.
Don't bug us, pal. You get hurt. You want to stay out of our way, mister.
It's not polite to point. Drop it. Why are you guys hassling that girl?
What girl?
Okay. Drop your pads.
What?
You heard me.
What are you, some kind of a pervert?
Only on Tuesdays. Now drop them. Okay. I'll follow him in.
You're crazy.
You're right. Move.
Well, what do we do now?
Dive for coins.
I made a note of the gun's serial number.
He's gonna get this back. You're gonna get this back!
Drop it in the mail, pal. Just a couple of guys out for a midnight swim. Come on. I don't think they're my size. Hey, who were those guys?
Look, I'm really grateful to you, but I just can't tell you.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'll tell you one thing. They weren't muggers. Their haircuts were too neat.
So at least tell me, what's your name? You got one to go with that pretty face? Oh, great. I don't even get a name? What is this? Only in New York this happens to me. I save your bacon, you want to disappear on me. So what am I supposed to do with you, huh?
How about a cup of coffee?
Hey, now you're talking my language.
Thank you.
Thanks. Nobody shares donuts anymore.
I know, it's tough to divide the whole fairly.
Yeah. So, when are you going to talk to me?
I don't want to get you in any more trouble because of me.
Hey, I can handle it.
I know, but this is different. I read faces real well. You're the type that tilts at windmills and they gotta kill you in order to stop you. Only the people that I'm involved with would actually do that.
You sound like a Saturday matinee.
You look like one.
Listen, about that name.
Shelley,
I'm Mike.
you look like Mike.
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, here. Keep him.
Thanks. Nice neighborhood. You can afford it.
Yeah, well, I couldn't afford it by myself. I have a roommate, Julie. You'd like her. She's real pretty.
Yeah? Pretty as you?
Hey, we should go drinking sometime. I'm better after a few drinks.
Hey, you're okay now.
I have this favorite spot. It's called the 40s. There's a guy there named Jake. He plays the piano real well. If you go there, tell Jake that Shelley said to play Stardust.
You're an interesting piece of work.
Well, look at Mike. I gotta run. Hey, thanks for everything. Bye.
Okay.
We always have Central Park. Here's looking at you, kid.
Jilly. Call an ambulance!
Shelley! Shelley!
Get down.
Oh, my God! My God!
Get down.
Somebody shot at me in my window.
Where's that ambulance?
Is she all right? Is she all right? I'm not gonna die, am I, Mike?
Why would anyone want to do this to Shelley?
I don't know.
How long were you roommates?
About 3 months. Ever since I started working at Intervision. It's where we met.
Why is this happening?
I asked my friend Pat Chambers to put a guard on Julie Elan's hospital room. I just couldn't get Shelley's smiling eyes out of my mind.
Mike, here are the brochures on Intervision. Mostly pretty innocent. Eyeglasses, microscopes, even glass cookware. But here's where it gets interesting. Defense. Something called integrative optics.
Integrative optics. Classified national defense information.
What does Shelley still do at Intervision?
You know something? I don't even know. Oh, listen. Here's the serial number of one of the guns those guys had in the park that were chasing Shelley. Have Pat run it through the computer, will you?
Okay.
Any mention of Shelley in the newspapers?
No, I checked. She didn't even make the obituaries.
Great. Just great.
Mike, listen, I didn't put a guard in Julie's room. Orders.
Who gave the orders?
These knit ties. Look at this. Another thing, we don't have any men on the Shelley Steel case. They told us to find other business.
She was just a kid, Pat. She was shot right in the back.
I know. I'm out in the cold in this one, Mike. I gotta find me a mirror.
I wasn't going to leave there without an answer. even if I had to go to Assistant D.A. Barrington. I know he's working too hard. You shouldn't bring the little fellow out in the open, Barrington. He might catch cold.
Look, Hammer, I'm having a rough time here. I'm battling a very painful ingrown toenail. Kind of reminds me of you. What the hell do you want?
Why the silent treatment on Shelley Steele?
Who? Look, Hammer, I take orders just like everybody else. Except for maybe you, Prince Valiant.
Barrington, a young girl was murdered.
No one died. Look, Hammer, this isn't me. It's not my idea. If you want to chew somebody's face, look elsewhere. But Shelley Steele never existed.
Now, this time, the weasel really had me worried. So I called Velda and told her to get Julie Elan out of the hospital and over to my apartment fast.
Shelley Steele was my assistant, a very talented scientist.
Dr. Marcia Forrest, the vice president of Intervision, was surprisingly eager to chat.
This is what we do here. We design grid tapes. These tapes contain data on various subjects.
Did she work on any classified projects?
Yes.
Like defense?
Yes. 2 days ago, a grid tape containing the layouts for the entire East Coast missile defense locations was stolen.
And you're sure that Shelley wasn't involved in this?
Yes, I'm sure. But there's some people in Washington that think otherwise. I am trapped in the bureaucratic machinery, but I'm sure that she was innocent of any wrongdoing. And though I wish I could, I can't help you any further.
Hey, you've been a lot of help as it is. You've given me a start. Thank you. If it was defense secrets, I was even more worried about Julie. A whirlwind could break loose at any moment. You all right?
I wish I knew what was happening.
Yeah, so do I. Why is this every single time I go in here, it happens? Well, listen, you've got to keep a chain on that door and don't go anywhere. Stay put.
What's wrong?
Things are getting out of hand fast.
Tell me about it. The serial numbers on that gun show it to be government issue. Federal.
Whoops.
Please, Mike, tell me.
Julie, do you know anything about a missing grid tape? Integrative optics.
Not a thing. I'm just a lab clerk. Do you think that's why Shelley...
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Did she say anything?
Not enough.
Are we in danger here?
Not if you just stay with Velda, keep away from that window, and don't open this door for anyone. I'll be back.
Theater here on A&A.
No one wanted to have anything to do with Shelley Steele's death. It had all the smells of a cover-up. I don't like cover-ups.
Told you I'd get back, pal. I decided not to drop it in the mail. I like the personal touch.
I'd have preferred a singing telegram. I don't like this guy, Cobb.
Now, Lily here hasn't busted an arm in at least a week. He needs his brutality fix. Now, how did you meet Shelley Steele?
By accident.
What kind of an idiot you take me for?
First rate.
Let's rough this guy up as a public service.
What a brutal guy.
Okay. Okay, Hammer. You want to talk the old-fashioned way? I can go along with that.
What a pleasure. Oh, that's nice. Is that your mother?
Shelley was a thief and a traitor. And you helped her.
Yeah? That's your version.
I'm a government agent, bright boy. I was about to arrest her. I'm gonna nail you.
I'll do the nailing around here, pal. That's why they call me Hammer.
Shelley Steele's hooked into Owen Goddard, black marketeer. Steals from everybody. Sells to everybody. Yeah. Haiku. IRA, PLO, Soviets. It's not over.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How's your choice little girlfriend looking now?
Don't forget King Kong.
Oh. Come on. Come on.
You know, I still don't buy it.
You don't know this territory. We're not playing games here. You'll be hearing from me. Huh?
Thanks for the workout.
Hammer, how are you?
Ozzie.
Oh, sorry. One of those days, huh?
Listen, oh, forget it. Even you couldn't help me out this time.
Yeah, fat chance. Look, I got a 10 target.
Well?
Yeah.
You're on.
Name that tune, huh?
Intervision. Integrative optics.
Intervision makes my eyeglasses. Integrative optics, bending light signals to ultra-high frequency electronic rebound. Initially proposed by Dr. Erich von Steinfeld, 1948. But now with missile defense applications is the hottest commodity on the black market between the Soviets and the U.S.
You win, Ozzie. Don't spend it all in one place. Ozzie's key words were black market. So Owen Goddard, black marketeer extraordinaire, was the guy I needed to see.
Hey! Hey, Batty! Batty with the carriers, where it's at? You want to move, Mike?
You always know how to read me, Betty. You live up to your real name.
Bathsheba von Ginsburg City.
Listen, I'm looking for somebody inside, an Owen Goddard.
Oh, red carnation in his lapel. Buys one every night. Good money, but bad soul.
I'll be careful.
A flower.
Or a kiss. You're the one?
And only.
Owen Goddard?
Who are you?
Mike M. I'm a friend of Shelley Steele.
Yes, I know about you. Snoop, I'm told.
Now, how would a pimp who works for every spy ring in the world know that?
Look at yourself, Hammer. Don't you ever get tired of going economy fare? Just once in your life, wouldn't you like to order a bottle of Chateau Latour 1959 to savor with your lunch? $250 a bottle. That's about $60 a glass.
What is it by the drop?
That was humorously done, Owen, you must admit.
I'm not laughing.
Talk to me about Shelley Steele.
You're impatient.
Very.
Let me make your job easier. I hired Shelley to get a tape from Intervision. Everyone knows I deliver. The point is, Shelley Steele failed. I don't have the tape. I wouldn't be here if I did.
I wouldn't suggest any fancy aerobics, fellas, or your nose could wind up at the end of this fork.
You were with her in the park. I know, because I was there. Maybe you have the tape. If so, I'll find out. Either way, you have a lot to learn about my business.
Well, let me teach you something about mine. In my spare time, I practice anatomy. And if you're lying to me about Shelley Steele, I'll cut your tongue out. Ladies, enjoy the wine. have insurance? Owen Goddard was one of those guys who played all sides against the middle. He had no patriotism, no courage, no loyalty. And he had some bad qualities, too.
May I take you for a ride?
Nicely put.
I've had practice. I'm Linda Sloane.
Bet you make a lot of new friends this way.
Oh, I give parties, balls, dinners, luncheons, still more parties. On the 7th day, I rest.
What's today? Very nice. White satin sheets, huh? I bet you're one of those ladies who believes in taking care of luxuries first and that essentials will just take care of themselves. Huh?
Very good.
Tell me something. Do you, work for Owen Goddard?
No. You get right to the point. Do you do everything this quickly?
Do you know Shelley Steele?
Quite well, in fact. She traveled back and forth to Washington. Poor girl. But, Mr. Hammer, must we talk of such terrible things? I'll start to think your interest in me is not sincere at all.
Well, don't do that.
You've learned some good moves in your time.
I've learned from the best.
I'll just bet you have.
How well do you know Goddard?
He travels, I travel. He goes to parties with rich political types, and so do I. He does stuff that's illegal, but when you start hanging out in the fast lane, who can afford to be judgmental?
Linda, what do you do for a living? I mean, are you in the same business as Owen Goddard? These white satin sheets, do you just put them on the bed when you need to get information from guys who are going to keep you in the fast lane?
You really know how to ruin the romance.
Is that what you call this? Romance? I learned a lot from Linda Sloane. Unfortunately, none of it had to do with the case. I still didn't know what her game was, but she was good at it. Real good. Can't be morning already.
Well, guess again. You want coffee?
Yeah.
Come on. You know that car last night? Stolen. No prints.
Kidding. What Morning. How'd you sleep?
Good. I wish you wouldn't have taken the couch.
Well, it's better than the chair.
It's not as good as the bed.
We'll have to discuss furniture another time.
Hello? It's Cobb.
Hello? Yeah. Where? Lucky's Bar? No. It's too far away. Listen, what about the Light and Easy? It's a nice neighborhood joint. You know it. Okay, when? 20 minutes? I'll be there.
What did Cobb want?
Says he's got some information on Shelley Steele.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means, ladies? Same routine. Doors, no by the windows.
Early for you, Mike.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
Hey! It ain't the tune I played. What the hell's the matter with this machine, huh?
That's an expensive machine, Bud.
Yeah. The lady's right, pal. Look, I'm sorry. I got up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. I don't know what's the matter with me. Okay, no harm done. No problem, huh? All right. Have you seen my camera?
Yeah, he's in the back room.
You okay? Is this the quiet place you told me about?
You don't have very good manners, pal.
Gonna teach me some, pal?
Lesson number 1. Have some respect for other people's property.
Yeah, lesson number 2. Don't eat with your face. Lesson number 3.
Know when to leave gracefully. Well, maybe you'll learn something this time.
Yeah.
You've been getting a lot of exercise this week.
Let me tell you, spying is dirty. I'd get back to regular whores, junkies, pimps, and murderers as soon as I could if I was you.
Listen, I still want to talk to you about Shelley Steele. Let me get my coat and we'll take a walk.
I don't know, I've been putting things together about her, and they add up differently than I figured. You know, guys like you may not think so, but I'm capable of noticing when I make a mistake, too.
Well, I guess I had you figured wrong, Cobb.
I guess we had each other figured wrong, Hammer.
What about Shelley Steele?
She's innocent.
She wasn't working for Goddard.
Not exactly.
Cigarette? It was the second time in a week that the red light of an ambulance went strobing across my eyelids. Cobb and Shelley Steele were dead, and I felt like I was walking barefoot on a spiked treadmill.
Where you been?
Bella called. There's trouble at your place.
She okay?
Yeah, but they took Julie. Jump in.
You all right, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm all right. Julie and I were just sitting here and we were talking, and all of a sudden the door just blew apart.
Must have used a small explosive to blow the door, Mike.
Seems like things are always getting blown up around you, Hammer.
Maybe you should hang around me more often, Hennessey.
Barrington wants to see you downstairs. Right away.
Sit there.
Can I get you something, Del?
No, I'm okay.
Get in, Hammer.
What's up, Barrington? I know you didn't call me down here to watch you play with your radio.
Look, Hammer, let's get one thing straight up front just so there aren't any illusions. I don't like you.
However, for the first time, I find myself wishing I could be of some kind of help.
Really? You want to help? Okay, then tell me this. A government agent was murdered earlier today because I think he had some information that might have cleared Shelley Steele. Now, who did this guy Cobb report to? Because whoever it was, I think he contacted him before he died.
I can't tell you that. That's classified information. Look, Hammer, you think you've got problems? I've been trying to nail Owen Goddard for 6 months. The feds waltz in and close my case down. That doesn't make me a happy man.
Listen, Barrington, 2 people have been murdered. That doesn't even seem to faze you.
Look, Hammer, forget what I said a moment ago. I no longer have any interest in helping you. You know, you pushed me too far, and I find that very annoying.
By the way, how's your toe?
It's killing me, thank you.
Good. How'd it go? Oh, great. Wants me to be the best man at his sister's wedding. Listen, what do you know about this guy Cobb?
It's a real nice bar you might like. Lucky's Bar. Nice bar.
Lucky's Bar. That's where he wanted me to meet him. Matter of fact, he got a phone me from there. Are you telling me that's where he operated from?
It's a real nice bar.
Because if he did operate out of there, he would have had to use some kind of special phone.
Federal safe phones, the kind you can't tap.
Right, which means that the phone company would have had exact lists of incoming and outgoing calls.
It's too bad we don't know someone that works for the phone company, you know? Gina.
No way. Forget it. I could lose my job.
Tina, this is really important to me.
It's always important.
I know, but this is a matter of life and death.
Oh, in that case, absolutely no. It's always life or death with you, Mike.
Tina, look, I've changed, really. I've quit smoking. Almost. Hey, it's a new me.
Well, I hope the new you kisses as good as the old you did.
Tina, about those phone records. Hello, Linda.
With all your other skills, now there's breaking and entering. You're a wonder, Mike.
I do my best.
I've just had a hard day of shopping, so unless you're in an ultra-gentle and relaxed mood, I suggest you come back another time.
Federal agent named Cobb was murdered yesterday, but you already know that.
I don't know who or what you're talking about.
He phoned you 4 times from Lucky's Bar the day that he died. So it turns out that our frivolous socialite is actually the leader of a federal spy ring. You were Cobb's boss. I want some answers about Shelley Steele. Was she set up? Was she a traitor? Did you order her killed or what?
You won't rest until you know it all, will you?
You got it.
All right, then, fine. I'll show you. My office. I had no reason to kill Shelley. Shelley worked for me.
So did Cobb. So why was he after Shelley?
I arranged that.
Arranged it?
Owen Goddard is the best secrets thief in the world. I had to convince him that Shelley was really a legitimate inside plant at Intervision. So I put Cobb on Shelley's tail. He actually thought she was guilty. I used Cobb to make Shelley look good to Goddard.
Cobb found that out.
Looks that way, doesn't it?
Who killed him?
I don't know.
You don't know. Linda, people who work for you die. Doesn't that mean anything to you? Well, know this. I don't give a damn whether your federal operation succeeds or fails. I'm going to find out who killed Shelley and Cobb and who kidnapped Julie. If you value your health, you'll take my advice. Move out of the fast lane before you get run over.
Mystery Theater here on A&A.
Julie's kidnappers finally called and Velda talked to them. They said either I handed over the tape or Julie was dead. If I could just find that tape, I knew I'd be able to smoke out whoever killed Shelley and Cobb. And I'd have to do it before the same thing happened to Julie. But then I recognized the next number on the phone list as the coroner's office. Tingling in the pit of my stomach told me I was onto something.
Yeah, I don't know. You say you want me to try to remember some guy. What is about 6 feet tall, sallow, Cobb. Yeah, Cobb. He wanted to see a murder victim he was working on, about 36 hours old.
Shelley Steele.
I don't remember the name. I know tag number. Got it written down.
I know the case. I need to see exactly what Cobb saw. Can you show me the body?
You're probably wondering what a guy like me is doing poking around with sticks, huh? Yeah. El Grosso, huh? You curious, okay?
Yeah. I'm on the edge of my slab.
I'm getting good bugs, you see. Oh, I'm learning a lot. I'm going to be a forensic consultant to a big private investigation firm. Chicks, travels, cars, get you dig. What do you do?
Private investigator.
Oh. Anyway, poking around with stiffs ain't exactly my idea of whoopee, but still living.
Show me the body, will you?
Oh, right. Your hands clean?
What did Cobb find?
It's really trivial. Imagine I shined an ultraviolet light on her. It's routine, right?
Yeah.
There was this dumb stamp on her arm. You get in clubs. So you don't have to pay a second time if you leave, you won't get back in.
Can I see it?
Huh.
Now it was beginning to come together. Cobb had discovered that the tape was stashed somewhere at the 40s Club, but he didn't have the code that was needed to put his hands on it. I did, and I'd had it all along. Shelley had told me to see Jake and ask him to play Stardust. I could see why Shelley liked this place. The guy on the ivories, Jake, was one of those cats whose religion was jazz.
Oh, mister.
How you doing, Jake? A nice touch.
Thank you. What can I do for you?
I'm a friend of Shelley Steele's. Shelley had a message for you. She said, have Jake play Stardust for me.
You a good friend of Shelley's? I like that kid.
Yeah, I did too.
There's been an awful lot of strange people nosing around here lately.
I bet.
What is that thing?
I'm not sure. The thing I do know is that people have been dying to get their hands on it.
Kind of glad you showed up.
Thanks, Jake.
All right, see you later.
So it wasn't a tape after all. It was a computer disc. To me, it looked like an old 45 record. But it held the secret that Shelley died for. I was hoping it would keep Julie from winding up the same way. Hello?
Hammer,
Goddard?
you've got the tape. I've got the girl. I propose a trade.
So those guys who shoot people in the back do work for you?
Let's say we cooperate now. You've got 20 minutes to get to the 59th Street Metalworks. When Julie goes out of your life for good.
How do I know she isn't dead already?
Please, Mike, you've got to help me. You just...
Satisfied.
I'll be satisfied when I get to you, Goddard.
I'm gonna back you on this, Mike, but it's unofficial.
Right. Okay, we got 20 minutes. I'll go in at 3:45. You go in at 5 up.
Gotcha.
pace got a little too swift for him. Drop it.
Well, Julie, I figured that you and Goddard were in the same business. You sure are murder on the competition, though.
He served his purpose. I can sell that tape for as much as he can. You know, he maintained this whole operation just for his smuggling deal. Bad business.
Yeah, too much overhead. You had Shelley killed, and then you had one of your cronies shoot out your windows to throw suspicion away from you. Very clever.
Shelley was getting too close. I figured she was on to me. Then I got a call from Goddard saying the feds were closing in. I thought you were a fed that night.
Shelley was a little smarter than you thought, though. She transferred the grid tapes to disk, and then she stashed it at the 40s Club.
Luckily, you volunteered to do all the bloodhound work for me, Mike. I appreciate it.
But Cobb was following in your tracks. He found out about you. And then he began to suspect that Shelley wasn't a traitor after all, so you had to kill him and arrange for your own kidnapping as well.
Very nice. You've got it all.
You're a very good actress, Julie. I think you should enjoy the prison theater groups.
Give me the disc.
Not in this lifetime.
Search him. Thank you, and thank you.
I'm gonna say this one time. Drop the guns now. Now.
And now you drop it.
Yeah. Good night.
Mrs. Calabash? Sorry to tie you up like this. Time for the showers, babe.
Come in.
You rang for a bell, Captain?
I certainly did.
So everything worked out?
Better than I expected, actually. I'm being called to Washington.
Promotion?
As a matter of fact, yes. Turns out Julie was the biggest intelligence catch in the last 5 years.
Is that right?
I should, thank you. Real bad when that, Julie. Lucky she didn't kill you. She terminated 3 of our operatives 2 months ago in Switzerland.
What about the disc?
It was as phony as the grid tape it was taken from. The idea was to have Goddard sell some false information to the Russians. But we can do that any old time. No, catching up with Julie, that was the big thing.
Cold, hard lady, Linda.
It's a cold, hard game, Mike. But if you ever decide you want to play by my rules and follow my orders, look me up. I wouldn't mind.
I'll make a note. It wasn't possible to really like Linda, but respect is something else. I figure with people like her working on our side, the bad guys don't stand a chance. You know, I like New York when it rains. It washes away a lot of unpleasant memories.